everyone, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my first video in my Snapchat 101 series. I'm so excited that I'm doing all of these social media series. Thank you so much to the subscriber for asking for this. Thank you so much, Brittany, for asking for an Instagram 101 because now I'm like, yes, I'm so excited to do all the social media accounts for you guys. So like I said, we're going to be doing Michael. Alright, for today's video, it's just going to be a basics video where I kind of go over how you get set up and then just the basic things that you guys need to know about Snapchat. So stay tuned for more advanced stuff, but I wanted to give an overall view of what you need to do and then just some tips that I have for you guys. Okay, so the first thing kind of connects to Instagram 101. The first thing that you got to do is figure out what your username is going to be. So if you have a YouTube channel, try to make it your YouTube channel name or something as close to it as possible. So my username for my Snapchat is Beauty Addict Next, no T, just the NEX at the end. I couldn't do Beauty Addict Next Door because it was too long, so I did as much of it as I possibly could do. So that's how I did Beauty Addict Next. Now, if you don't have a YouTube channel and you're just doing Snapchat and that is the only thing that you are doing, then you can really do whatever the heck you want. I would just stay away from numbers. I have this thing, don't do numbers. I mean, I have 101, but that's not just me tacking on a number. It's me like a teaching number. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference, but I don't know. That's just my thing. I have a thing about numbers unless there's like a special meaning behind it. Like I have Beauty Vlogger 101, so I like the 101 because it's a teaching thing. Madison Miller, I believe a lot of her social media accounts, I think every single one, which I really like that every single one's the same, is Madison89 Miller. And I'm pretty sure 89 is because she was probably born in 89. And that was her way of being able to keep the Madison Miller, but adding a number that is significant. But don't just do Madison Miller 1, Madison Miller 2. Like, have a little something to it. But that's just like my only critique. If you are doing a Snapchat but you also have an Instagram, do your same Instagram name for your Snapchat. So if you're doing Snapchat all by itself, there's nothing else connected to it, then do whatever the heck you want. Just be wary of numbers. If you are connected to some other form of social media, YouTube being the #1, try to do the same YouTube account name, or do, if you have an Instagram account or Twitter account that's the same and you've already made those, make sure that they are the same if you can do that. I do like how Madison has hers, so she's Madison89 Miller across every social media account except for her YouTube name. So if you want to do that as well, it doesn't have to be the exact same thing as the YouTube account, because if it's consistent across every other social media account, that's actually really nice and really easy for your YouTubers to be able to find you. Because for me, I will say, I wish I could have done something like that. I tried to keep it as close to my name as possible and I just adjusted it. So for Pinterest and Snapchat, I am Beauty Addict Next with no T. And then for Instagram and Facebook, I am Beauty Addict Next Door. And for Twitter, I am Beauty Addict ND, because Twitter made me shorten it. So, I kind of wish I could have the exact same one across all of them. So if there's a way that you guys can do that, try that. I think that will make it easier for your YouTubers to be able to find your content, because if you just say, I'm the same username across all of social media platforms, they're going to be able to find you so quickly and they're not going to have to put in as much effort. It'll just make it really easy for them. And of course, after you figured out what your name is going to be, you're just going to create the Snapchat account. Then the next thing you have to think about is timing and how often you are going to post. So this is Snapchat, guys. This is not Instagram. You don't need to make it perfect. That's the thing about Instagram. It's hard to keep up with Instagram because you really want to put out beautiful photos, high quality. You want to be able to have a nice caption. Like, it's really hard sometimes to, daily do Instagram unless you're only doing Instagram. But for me, who's running 4 fucking YouTube channels, I'm ridiculous. Now, I only have 1 set of social media accounts at this point. But it's hard. It's really hard. Snapchat makes my life so much easier because I can show you guys stuff on Snapchat, talk to you guys on Snapchat, and I don't have to be wearing a ball gown to do it. So I really don't think there's any excuse not to post on Snapchat daily. Like, honestly, guys, even if you're on vacation, you can take like a quick snap real quick. Like, even SL Miss Glam, she went to Palm Springs to be with family while she was out, celebrating Christmas and spending time with her family, but she took the time to show some snaps of her food, to show some snaps of her, you know, shopping. Like, there's a ways that you guys can, you know, incorporate it. You can even take a beautiful photo of, you know, the sun rising whenever you wake up, like anything. You can just post a couple things real quick. It doesn't take that much time or effort to do so. So I really don't think that there is an excuse other than you have the flu and you're vomiting everywhere. Just sleep, girl. Just sleep. So pretty much you gotta post daily, and I would say post often. I would say my favorite accounts are the accounts that post a lot. SMS Glam Beauty posts a lot. Madison Miller posts a lot. Samantha March posts a lot. I really get excited to watch their snaps because I know that I'm going to get a lot of content. I'm going to get to hear a lot about their lives. I get to see their pets. I get to see the makeup that they picked up, the outfits that they are trying out, the stuff that they, you know, them going shopping, whatever. I absolutely love that. So mine is similar to theirs, and when I show a lot of content, I show my pets, I show the packages that I receive when I go shopping, like anything. Like, I try to share as much as possible with you guys. So I really enjoy having those accounts that I can go to that I know I'm going to get a lot of content from, especially because I'm multitasking a lot. So I'm walking to work, I have 20 minutes to fill, and I always end up filling it up the most with their snaps. So I really appreciate you guys having such full snaps. There are definitely some there's definitely some Snapchat accounts that are, you know, short and sweet. There may be some don't post at all, or maybe 1 or 2 pictures, and that's fine, especially if you're someone who's really, really busy. Try to get at least something up if you're having a busy time frame, but try to post more in general. There's definitely going to be those times where you don't post at all, but for me, even the days that I really don't post that much, I try to post at least 1 or 2 things for you guys. But that's just my style, guys. Like, you know, the advice that I'm giving you is just what I like, what I believe is helpful. I will say that sometimes those accounts that only have a couple snaps, I get really excited because those days when I don't have time to watch all those snaps, I'm very happy that I can keep up with their lives as much as I possibly can without having to take up so much of my time. So that is a bonus. So, you know, you can look at it both ways. So I would say maybe try to mix it up, try to do more content. I think more content is always good because you can watch a couple snaps and then exit out if you have to go back later. But don't feel bad about those days that you have to shorten it. So I don't know. It could be a preference thing. Let me know down in the comments what you guys like. Do you like a couple snaps? Do you love the people who snap a ton of shit? Like stories, like long stuff. Like, let me know if you guys like shorter or longer snaps down in the comments, because I know that's more of a preference thing. I just personally prefer more content. Okay, so let's get into content, which is the biggest part of Snapchat. So number 1, I found that this is such a great way to vlog very easily without having to carry around a camera, making sure that's in focus and like perfect. You know, you can just whip out your phone and just do it on the go without having to worry to carry on a camera. Like for me, I've been wanting to vlog more, and I thought it'd be fun to vlog kind of going to and from work, but I'm really paranoid that my purse is sitting out or in a locker that's not locked and someone's gonna fucking steal my camera, and I'm really paranoid about that, so I don't want to have to worry about that. But my phone is like, well, no matter what, I have to have my phone on me. So it's really nice to be able to vlog very easily. You don't have to look put together, because I feel like with vlogs, I'm still putting that up on my YouTube channel, so I feel like I still have to make it look nice. I still feel like I have to care a little bit more, but with Snapchat, you really don't have to care as much, and you can really, you know, talk to your subscribers on the go when you have the time, quickly. Like, it just makes it so much easier, and vlogging is just a great way for your subscribers or people who are following you on Snapchat to get to know you. And the biggest thing, the biggest tip about Snapchat, I would say, is to make it fun, guys. Snapchat to me is the most fun social media account. Instagram, I feel like there's just a little bit of anxiety to it because it's like you have to make it perfect. Twitter, I think actually I've been having a lot of fun with Twitter. And then Facebook is just kind of like my extra thing that I do that I definitely want to vamp up, but I'm still debating on how. Pinterest is fun too, but like Snapchat is just so fun, and there's 2 big things that really make it fun. Number 1 would be the filters, guys. The filters are so much fun. You need to play with filters. Don't be the person that constantly is always snapping without filters. I try to add in filters as much as possible. Sometimes when I'm telling a story, I don't like to have, like, if I'm telling you guys like a long story, I know I'm going to be snapping a bunch. I don't want to be doing a filter where my voice has changed, I sound like a little chipmunk, and sometimes you can't, certain voices, it's harder to tell what someone's saying, so if you're trying to tell a story, you don't want to overkill it. So if I know I'm going to do a bunch of Snapchats in a row, I try to minimize that. But if I'm doing a random Snapchat, or if I'm in the middle of a story and when I do like a little funny part, that's when I use the filter, and then I switch back to doing like my regular face. And I will say quite often I use the one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one that just makes your skin look better. I often use that one, especially when I'm not wearing any makeup. But you want to use filters. They're fun. They're a great way to show your personality, that you have a fun personality. So definitely use emojis. Definitely use filters whenever you're doing Snapchat. Make sure to incorporate that. And the second thing that I think is super fun are Bitmojis. Oh my gosh, I'm so about my Bitmoji. So if you download the app Bitmoji, you can connect it to your Snapchat. You can insert little pics of yourself where, you know, it's kind of like something that you design. So when you go onto Bitmoji, you can like pick out your hair, your eyes, your lips, your outfit, like everything, and it's completely you. And then whenever you are posting snaps, you can insert little Bitmojis into the app, so or into the snap, and pretty much you can have one, you know, Bitmoji like you doing a little like aw shucks, or thank you, or I love you so much. And there's like so many different things that you guys can choose from. It's a really great way to show not only how fun you are, how sarcastic you are, but also how creative you are. So it's really fun. And you can also, if you're doing a video, you can press down on your Bitmoji or any emojis that you insert into the video, and you can press down and move the content around so that way it kind of shakes or goes to the beat of the music. I did one snap where the Christmas trees went up and down to the beat of like Jingle Bells or like whatever song that I used. So you can get really creative, and I definitely think it helps me show my sarcasm because I just like use the funny little Bitmojis, and it's a lot of fun. So I definitely think incorporating the Bitmojis and then also the emojis into your content really just makes it a lot more fun. And then the third thing that makes it more fun, but is also a smart thing for you guys to do, is whenever you post a video, let everyone know that you've posted it, but also ask them to comment with an emoji whenever they go to comment on your video. So whenever you're saying, hey, look, I posted a video, make sure you comment with this emoji, show which emoji that they should comment with, and then whenever they go onto your video and they can comment with that emoji. And people who don't even have time to watch your video, they can at least insert a comment on there with the emoji on there. So you get a free comment without anyone having to even like watch the video. Like they don't have anything to say yet because they haven't even watched it, but they can go in and throw in like 20 of the emojis that you had suggested. Or they'll watch it, make a comment, and use a bunch of the emojis, and it just shows a lot of support. It makes it a lot of fun. It shows you who on your Snapchat is commenting on the videos, and you know who's commenting is coming from your Snapchat, and that really kind of provides more of a family unity. So it really does make it more fun and makes you more connected to your subscribers. I really have been enjoying doing that, so I definitely think that's something you guys should do. So a couple other things I wanted to mention is that whenever you are doing content, so number one, I think no matter what type of channel that you have, you could have a beauty channel, you could have a lifestyle channel, an exercise channel, a gaming channel, like any type of channel that you guys have, you can do the vlogging. You want to keep everybody updated on your life. People are interested in you, and the more connected that your subscribers are to you as a person, the more that they're going to watch your videos. Because sometimes it's nicer to actually have a connection with the YouTuber more. Like, to me, that's almost more important than the content. You could have the most amazing makeup artist in the world doing makeup tutorials, but if they are stiff, if they're not someone you connect with, you're not as excited to watch their videos. But if you really like them as a person, you get super amped to watch their videos, even if their makeup tutorials aren't as great as Nikki tutorials, even if, like, you know, their quality isn't as great as Madison Miller. Like, the personality is really important. So I definitely think vlogging is a great way to do that. So you want to incorporate vlogs. So I already touched on that, but I wanted to kind of reiterate that. And then the other thing too is hauls. Now hauls can also apply to different types of YouTube channels. So if you have a beauty channel, you can definitely show hauls with stuff that you picked up at, you know, Forever 21, any like clothes that you picked up, any makeup that you picked up, packages that you received that contain fashion or makeup items. So it's really important to show stuff like that. Now, if you have a health and fitness channel like I do. You could say, hey, I just picked up these weights from Target or Dick's or whatever. I got this activewear outfit. I got this blender bottle, this Ninja blender, this food that I picked up that's so super healthy, like stuff like that. If you have like a lifestyle channel like mine as vlogs, DIYs and stuff like that, you'd be like, hey, look what I picked up from Michael's, all these stickers, these bottles of glitter and like all this kind of stuff. If you have a gaming channel, you can show, I don't really understand gaming channels, I've never watched them, but I guess you could show games that you've picked up or anything, like really any channel. You can find a way to show hauls. I guess for me, the only things that I can kind of show is if like I pick up equipment, maybe I'll show you a camera that I just bought, the selfie light, backup light bulbs, or things that I think would be helpful for you guys. I can kind of show some hauls, but that obviously won't be as often. Then of course you want to show stuff that's interesting. You want to keep everyone's interest. So if you, I don't know, find or do something interesting, show it. If you see something that's funny, show it. Something that like is completely random, I don't know, like just make sure that you keep it interesting. Don't be super boring. But I feel like with Snapchat, that's not too hard, especially if you're showing hauls, you're showing people stuff. Like I think you guys got that covered. I definitely think just keeping it interesting. Like if you see something really crazy, snap that. Another thing is you can use Snapchat as a way to update people. You can say like, hey, I've been sick, I'm not going to be able to post my video like I do every Monday. Or hey guys, I'm going to be doing an extra video this week, or hey guys, I have these plans coming up for you. You can ask your subscribers what they want to see on your channel. So just a good way to like keep everyone posted on what's going on, especially if something is not going as scheduled as it usually is. And the last thing that I want to touch on, guys, is just be you. This is like the perfect opportunity to show your personality, show who you really are, and really connect with your subscribers. Whether they just follow you on Snapchat, they follow you on YouTube, or other social media platforms, it is a great way to connect and really get to know a person. Now, with that being said, I don't think you guys should feel like you have to wear a full face of makeup whenever you're snapping. You can even do, like I've like done bare face with no filter. I've done bare face with just like the skin enhancing filter. You know, don't feel like you have to be dressed to the nines, looking perfect for Snapchat. Don't feel like you should only talk about happy things. You know, don't only talk about negative things, but don't act, like to me sometimes I'm like, I feel like on YouTube and other social media accounts, people probably think that my life is so perfect and like everything's so great. But in reality, it's not. And everybody struggles, and I think showing that you have struggles and negative things going on in your life and that you're not 100% positive every second of every day for the rest of your fucking life, like shows that you are real. So don't be afraid to say some negative things here and there or to be sad sometimes. I definitely think it's important to show that side of you. You know, definitely try to show more of the positive just so people don't get annoyed and be like, oh, here we go again. But if it's here and there, it's really not a big deal. Don't feel like you're being a burden to anybody. I think it really shows your character, your realness, and your ability to open up is really nice too. It's refreshing. And it's also cool too because there are other people out there who be going through the same thing as you and can comment back to you and say, hey, I'm going through this too, like you're not alone. So it's really nice. It's a great way to, like a Snapchat's also a great way to vent, to get things off of your chest, and also to bounce ideas off of your subscribers. So yeah, like feel free to open up. That it's fine. And now I'm a really open person. Like I like tell you guys everything, like so much more than probably other people have. Yeah, so it's really easy for me to say. So if you're someone who's not as open as me and you're not feeling comfortable, maybe ease into it. Don't dive right into being super open like me, but maybe, and you don't ever have to be as open as me. No one has to be, but I'm just saying, just to open up a little bit more, try to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, to really be able to connect with your subscribers, because that is key. Now, the only other thing that I would say that you could do to get set up on Snapchat would be to put that Snapchat, like, picture in, which I have yet to do. I probably should do it. I probably will do it eventually, but I've been pushing it off because it's really not that big of a deal to me. If it is to you guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about that. But yeah, for me, I don't really care, and that's why I keep pushing it off, but I feel like I should. So try to do that. Don't make it your top priority. Like YouTube and other stuff is a lot more of a priority, but try to get some time around to insert the little photo. Yeah. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful as always. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Ding that little bell so that you get notified of when my videos have been posted. Like this video if you've liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Now we're going to go back into Final Cut Pro, and then we're going to grab the I'm Insane GIF from our desktop and drag it on top of the video clip. So as you can see, it's wider than the clip, and I got to make it smaller. So we're going to transform it. Click this button here so it's that little square, and then we're going to make it smaller.